Hi, my name is Patrick, and this is how to CAT crack with three-phase strategy. We're talking about three phases of preparation, and based on that, how to go about cracking the CAT exam. We have been training students for more than 20 years, and so we have full course, 100% batch, mentorship. If you're interested, you can contact us for the same. Why a three-phase strategy? So CAT is basically strategy-driven exam. You just can't study, and go for the exam. It's not a knowledge-based exam. You need to plan, have a proper strategy in place, and then go for the exam. So you not only need concept clarity, which is important, but consistent practice and mock mastery. All three aspects are required, and that is where the three-phase comes into picture. First, clear the concepts, practice, and mocks. So we can use this three phase to ensure your growth over a period of 6 to 7 months possible. So how do you go about it? First phase from May to July is where you'll try to build your foundation in concept building. Okay, basic studies, try to complete your syllabus till July. Second phase, August, try to do revision and practice. Focus on revising the topics and practice. And phase 3, September to November, focus on strategy, mocks and practice. Focus on mocks. That's where the mocks comes into picture. So these are three phases as such. So when you talk of first phase, that is the foundation phase, the focus is to strengthen basics across all the three sections. So VRC, I would recommend that you do daily reading. That is what is important. To ensure that you read on a regular basis editorials, novels, and build vocabulary if required. You may not do grammar, exercise, etc. You want, you can do it, but the focus has to be reading. If you only do reading, that's sufficient as far as VRC is concerned. For DILR, solve basic puzzles and sets from different topics. So pick up some puzzles, some sets from different topics and practice. For cons, again, do basics and practice. Look at various topics which are there. Try to practice a few sums from various topics. The idea in DLR and con is to be familiar with the topic, get your fundamentals clear, and practice a few sums. That's what it is. So that means for con, maybe I'll keep 4 days per topic. First day I will try to just look at a theory. Second, third, 4 days, maybe I'll just try to practice a few sums. Study time minimum 2.5 hours I would recommend a day. Maybe around half an hour minimum for VRC, half an hour to 1 hour for DLR, and 1.5 hours for con minimum is what I would recommend in terms of preparation time. The second phase, now you've finished the syllabus, you're revising and practice. The idea here is to strengthen your weak areas. So identify areas that you feel you're not thorough with, focus on those weak areas. Also practice questions from various topics and then start with the mocks. This is what you need to do in this period. So what do you do? Identify areas that you need reinforcement. That means you have already gone to the syllabus, now you know which areas. Now it depends. If you're weak in your, suppose cons or whichever topic you are, you may want to practice the stronger areas. If you're strong in a particular area, that means you would want to focus on a weaker area. For example, if I'm a con section weak, I want to focus on clearing sectional cutoffs. That means I want to reinforce or practice my stronger area so I can score in that. But if I'm strong in con and I want to maximize my score, then I will reinforce my weaker area so that I can maximize my score in that area. So it depends, strategy will depend on where you stand. So then practice questions from these areas. So whatever these areas you've identified, focus on practicing questions. So practice maybe 10 questions of quant every day, 2 DLR sets every day is what I would recommend. Also start writing mock, maybe 1 mock a week or 1 mock per 2 weeks, depends on your comfort level. So if you feel you're comfortable, then 1 mock a week. If you feel no, I have to still work a lot on my syllabus, 1 mock in 2 weeks is sufficient. Also write sectional tests to know where you stand in each section and to identify whether whatever you're learning is being applied to different sums or not. Here, this is a mock phase. The focus is to focus on strategy, to reinforce new methods so that you can build pace and therefore score higher and practice. So what to do? Take full length mocks, 2 to 3 per week is what I would recommend during this time. Okay, do mock analysis. Accuracy, time per question, look at exactly deep understanding of each mock and make notes of those mocks. And once you make notes of that, revise those notes, formulas, error log. Apart from that, practice 15 questions of quant and 3 DLR sets every day on not mock days. On a mock days, you'll focus on mocks and analysis of mock. But on days you don't write mock, you can practice separately 15 questions of quant and 3 DLR sets every day. So this is what a 3 phase is. So once you have done this 3 phase, I think it should be able to help in terms of cracking the exam. So one is track your performance weekly. So every week, identify how much have you completed weekly. Are you in line with your plan or not line with your plan? Track your performance. Create flexible but consistent schedule. Schedule is very important. Otherwise, you will not know how you're progressing on that. Have study groups. Okay, that will help. But when you're joining study group, ensure you run your own race. Fear of missing out is a big problem because we keep on comparing with others. Don't do that. You have your own race, you have your own progress. The moment you start comparing, you will face disappointment, dejected. Everyone does. So my suggestion is run your own race and go ahead with it. Right. I hope this helps. I will come up with more videos with preparation for CAT. Thank you.